welcome back to Cook and Share. Today we're making some oven-baked ribs, and believe me, they're going to be good. So let's begin with our ingredients. First we have salt, pepper, garlic powder, chili powder, brown sugar. Now these are the spices for our rub. You can use whatever you want, but this is what we prefer. And for our basting sauce we're going to use Hunt's hickory brown sugar. Again, this is our preference. You can make something homemade or use whatever you like. And lastly, of course, ribs. First step, we're going to remove the membrane or the silver skin, and we're just going to take a knife and just peel it back a little bit, just from the edge. Next, we're going to take a paper towel and grab the one edge. Then we're just going to pull it off. Sometimes it comes nicely in one piece, and other times you have to do it little bit by little bit. Okay, now we have the silver skin off, and the reason we do this is for the rub to absorb into the meat. Now we're going to make our rub by taking the sugar and adding salt to it, pepper, garlic powder, chili powder, and we'll take our spoon and mix this until it's well combined. Next, we're going to take our rub and we're going to generously place it on each side of the meat. And we're going to massage it well until it absorbs into the meat. Now that we have our rub massaged into the meat, we're just going to leave this sit at room temperature for about 10 or 15 minutes to let it absorb, and the meat will begin to sweat, and I'll get a shot of that as soon as it does. Now the ribs have sat for about 10-15 minutes. You can see how the meat has begun to sweat, and there's kind of a nice glaze over it. Next we're going to take our ribs and we're going to place them on a baking sheet with aluminum foil, bone side up. Now we're going to take another piece of aluminum foil and place it over the top. We'll seal the top over by folding it nicely. And we're going to place this in a 250-degree oven for 2 hours. After 2 hours, we're going to remove our ribs, and let me say they smell good. Now we're going to remove our foil. Now we're just going to drain our juices. Next we're going to take our barbecue sauce and we're going to give it a good layering, a good brushing on the rib side first. We're going to flip the ribs over. And we're going to give a good coating of sauce on the other side. So it's just about like this, a nice thick layer of sauce. Next we're going to slip these in our 350-degree preheated oven for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes we're going to remove our ribs from the oven. We'll give them another generous coating of our sauce. Now we'll return these to the oven and we're going to repeat this process 2 or 3 more times until you get the desired thickness of coating on your ribs. After our final coating, we're going to remove our ribs from the oven and we're ready to serve, and these are going to be good. Now that our ribs are done, we're just going to slice into them and take a little look. And they look absolutely delicious. And here are our oven-baked pork ribs. Fall off the bone, incredibly delicious. Or as they say in the Philippines, masarap. For more information on this recipe, visit our website at www.filipinocooking.net. And as always, have a wonderful day and enjoy.